Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be bringing you my spoiler-filled and enthusiastic episode review for the series premiere of the new HBO Max series, It, Welcome to Derry. The first episode dropped on HBO Max earlier this evening. I just got done watching it, absolutely loved it. Can't wait to talk about it with you guys. Before I go on, a couple of things though. Like I said, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you haven't seen the first episode of It, Welcome to Derry, and you haven't watched it yet for whatever reason, you don't want to keep watching or listening to this review video, as I will be discussing big spoilers. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. Oh, one more side note. In case any of you noticed, my hair, I put gel in it earlier. I was at a Halloween party earlier today, and this was part of my costume. So I'm home now, obviously, and I just haven't washed my hair yet. So I thought I was too excited to do this review video and talk to you guys about it first. So let's get to it, shall we? It is so great to be back in Derry, Maine after all this time. Granted, the last It movie, which was It Chapter 2, was only out, oh boy, 6 years ago. Man, a lot can sure change and happen in 6 years, can it? I mean, damn. But no, and now we have this new prequel TV series to look forward to. This first season is taking place in 1962, and we thought we met our main group of characters. Well, we met some of our characters in this premiere episode, like Hanlon, the airman who's now assigned to the Derry Air Force Base, who apparently will have access or knowledge of whatever special project is going on with the B-52 bomber, or something like that, while contending and dealing with racism, of course, unfortunately, as it is the early 60s. Of course, racism is unfortunately still around in society in this day, but back then it was even more apparent. But we met him, and he's played by Javan Adepo, who was in one of my all-time favorite recent horror action movies, Overlord. He was the main character in that, and he's done quite a few projects since then, so it's great to see him back in the horror genre again. So welcome to the Stephen King universe, sir. And then we met some of our kids. We thought... They really played us. I gotta give them props for this. They really played us this whole episode. They did such a good job setting up all these kids, introducing these 4 kids, and they're giving them distinct personalities, and then they murder 3 of them by the end of this episode in the most brutal, horrific fashion possible at the hands of, it's obviously Pennywise, but Pennywise in the form of a mutant, giant, 2-headed baby monster thing. Holy shit, was that quite an ending, and holy shit, was that quite an opening, with the boy trying to escape Derry, only to find himself in a car filled with projections, or I don't know if you call them projections or hallucinations or visions, but clearly it was all Pennywise. That whole family was Pennywise himself, and he was just playing with his prey or his food before eventually eating the poor kid. And it was a powerful reminder to us just how insanely powerful Pennywise is in terms of creating illusions and visions of things we can't actually see, things that aren't there. And he certainly worked on that poor kid. He was looking for a ride out of town, and unfortunately came right back into Derry and was subjected to a pretty horrific scene of the mother giving birth to that demon monster baby thing that ends up killing the kids at the end of the episode. Except the girl, of course. We have our final girl, and final 2 girls, actually, but the boys are dead. The little sister is seemingly dead with her arm ripped off. And I mean, damn, I'm like, I liked these kids. I was getting invested in them. I thought they were going to be our leads, our heroes of this show or this first season. But no, they were all brutally eaten and murdered right away. I mean, Jesus. They're really showing us that they're not fucking around on this show. Like, anybody is fair game. Anybody could die at any moment. I guess it's a lot like Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead, where you can't get too invested in these characters because they could end up on the chopping block like that. So, hell of a first episode. Hell of an opening scene. I loved incorporating a cheerful, bright, optimistic musical like The Music Man and incorporating it into the weird, creepy thing it became when they were in the movie theater and they put Maddie, the boy, in that scene during the trouble, 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 trouble scene of that musical number. So I thought that was pretty cool. So what we've learned so far is we're in Derry, Maine. It's April 1962. It is exactly 27 years prior to the events of the first It film, which occurred in the summer of 1989. So it's exactly 27 years before the events of that movie happen. So we are going to see how this generation of both children and adults deal and contend and fight with Pennywise and how that ends up going for them. Although the fact that we don't really see any of these characters again in the It movies tells me it doesn't bode well for any of them, but only time will tell, so we'll see as the show goes along. But as a massive fan of the It movies, I am really excited for this TV show. I was thrilled when I learned they were doing a prequel story, and it just means more Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. Not sure when Pennywise himself will appear, maybe by the third or fourth episode he might show up, but in the meantime he'll be there in the form of various apparitions and other monsters and horrific entities that will spook, scare, and eat our characters as the show goes along. So, hell of an opening episode, hell of a what the fuck ending that we got. You know, I got so invested in these kids, and then most of them end up getting brutally murdered. So I guess we've got a whole new batch of characters to look forward to in the next episode and maybe for the rest of the series. So who knows what'll happen, but so far I am sold on it. I am hooked on it after this first episode, as I hope all of you are as well. So what did you guys think of this first episode? Did you like it? Did you love it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are down below in the comments section. Please remember to keep it civil and respectful, and thank you so much for watching this review. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show as much as I did. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Welcome to Derry drops its next episode as a special Halloween treat on Halloween night next Friday. And then after that, its new episodes dropping every Sunday after that until mid-December. So that's our release date schedule. All right, guys, have a good rest of your night. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, what's your favorite scary movie?